Hello, welcome back to Otter Pop Culture. Today we're going over the album from Will Young called A Lexicon. So I have a weird on and off history with Will Young. I think he was like big. I don't know. I want to say he was big when I was younger. So I remember listening to him on the radio. I remember like seeing him. I had like a huge thinking back then. I think my fascination with him is because I had a huge crush on him. And throughout the time I was listening to him in and out, and then I kind of had a huge break with him because he's not really big in the U.S. So I don't really see a lot of him. But because I came across him recently, again, I was like, oh, I need to keep track of what's going on, because he just released an album released his first single was All the Songs. And so I was like, oh, I forgot about this guy. So I went back and re-listened to some of his old stuff, and also kind of just kept track of when this album was coming out. And I think this is his first debut of doing a US release, so I'm excited to see if he actually is going to tour around in the US. So in this video, we're going to go through all the songs off the album and kind of talk about it and everything. So let's get started. So the first song is the first single, which is All of the Songs, and I talked about this in one of my Friday picks. So this one's a really good. This one took a while to grow on me, because the first time it kind of came off like a ballad for a minute, and then the sound grew and grew and grew. And then I also watched the music video, which really helped, because I know in the back then he didn't really do he is an out gay person, but he didn't, or man, but he didn't do much edgy stuff until now. The single of the song, the music video of the song was really interesting. He was in a cowboy look, he was in a leather look, he was like a milkman. I think he was a mailman one time too. He did all the type of costume looks, but it was all sexy with his little mustache and the hair thing. I didn't really care for the weave, or the wig that he had on, but I got the gist of what he was trying to do. But the song is really good. It grew on me, and now it's one of my favorite songs off the album. Number 2 is My Love. This is his second single. This one is also kind of it was more of a 90s kind of a dance type of production. I do like it. I didn't really think it hasn't grown on me as much as All the Songs. I feel like All the Songs had more of an impact to me than My Love. And then number 3 is Scars. So, in this one, I like the echo piano in the beginning. I think it goes throughout the whole thing. It's another one of my least favorite ones. I feel like he gives you some of the ballad-y things, and I think that must be his thing he's going for right now, because I really thought he was going to do a different type of sound that was more in your face, but this one's not really in your face, but it does have a lot of messages in this songs. For this one, it says, even throughout the scars, they still want to stay together, they still love each other and everything. So it seems like they're more embracing the scars that they have individually, or that they have together, kind of thing, to go forward. Number 4 is Get Me Dancing, which I was kind of disappointed with the song, because I thought when somebody says Get Me Dancing, or dancing inside their song, you're expecting a song that actually will get you dancing. And I felt like this one didn't really do that. I liked the piano part, but I didn't really care for it just didn't really hit, it just wasn't really hitting me as something that I really liked. Number 5 is this is when we actually get into the ones I actually really liked. So Ground Running was one of my favorite songs. So I love the guitar rhythm. I think that's really cool. I love his falsetto. I love that his falsetto is it's very clean. I really like that sound. I love the hee-haw part and the bridge part, which is really nice. Okay, number 6 is Dreaming Big, and this one's a very interesting song. So I love the this is one of my other favorite songs, because I love the part where he does in the chorus of whatever you want me to, kind of thing. I love that little sound I like that part that he does that. This song is actually about kind of this guy that he like imagines being with this guy that he wants to be with, but he also understands that he is a very high, like, and like high demand with a lot of other people that want him too. And so I wonder if it's a thought like, I don't know if I can compare to you or I am even in your league, but I can just fantasize. I can see our life together and what we could be, you know. Number 7 is "I Bet You Call" is a very interesting song. It's a song that you don't really think about. That this topic is it doesn't really come across, like I haven't heard this topic. I don't think I've ever heard this topic, but this one's actually from a point of view of the person that is a friend of the person that broke up. So one of the things he says is like, you don't have to answer. You don't have to like. You don't have to explain yourself. I kind of just assume. I kind of know what's going on due to the fact that why else would you need a drink? Need a drink on a Wednesday night, you know? So it's just like, I think that he's kind of like a sympathetic friend, but at the same time, this is where the story gets very newer to me. Is that he's pretty much saying it's like, I bet you're gonna call though. Like this is not the last they're gonna see of this relationship. I bet you anything that you're gonna keep going back to this bad relationship over and over and over again, you know. And so one thing I like is like, you think you're free, but I think you're still locked up. So I think that's kind of interesting. It's just like, it's one of those like pessimistic thing. It's just like more like a blunt reality of what he's trying to say to his friend is like, I bet you're gonna go back, because maybe he's done it multiple times. Number 8 is "Forever." So this is another one that actually grew on me too. I love this smooth dancey beat to it. I also like I think it goes without saying that I love his voice. His voice is just, I want to say first tenor, maybe. He has a really great voice, and it's so smooth and very controlled. This song is actually about pretty much just saying he wants his lover to come back to him. Number 9 is "Freedom." This one's one of my least favorite. I understand the message in it. I'm assuming it's a message for us LGBTQ plus community for looking for that freedom, you know. But I didn't really. It kind of came off to me as generic. Like it's like, yeah, I get it. Like it's a freedom song, but there's a bit of there's a next level it needs to go that didn't go. My personal opinion. But yeah, it's an okay song, just not my favorite. Number 10 is "Faithless Love." So first of all, I love the piano in this chorus. I love the drum build in the post chorus. I think that's really cool. This one is pretty much pretty much saying like their breakup is pretty much overdue, like it should have happened a long time ago, kind of thing. And one thing I did like about it was that the fact that it kind of reminded me of "Kissed by the Rose." I don't know why, but it has that weird, and I want to say maybe it's the chorus or the chords of the song, of the piano part. It just reminds me of that, or maybe the do 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 kind of thing. Like it has a very drony-ish kind of like sound that reminds me of "Kissed by a Rose." Number 11 is "Say Anything." So this song is one of my least favorite, but I love the smooth production of it. I think that's really nice. It definitely, you can tell that it's slowing down, and all of this, like, the album's kind of coming to a conclusion, but it also kind of like a usual album, it usually has the end has like a more ballady, more smooth sound. This one's pretty much saying that he can't really read. His lover is very hard to read. And then finally, number 12 is "The Way That We Were." So first of all, once again, I've got to compliment his falsetto because it's so fucking clean. There's nothing I can say part thing. I really think that's really nice. And he goes up and further kind of thing. And just, it's his voice is just fucking heavenly. And this song is pretty much saying, it's just like, he wants to go back to what they were before. So apparently he must have done something or said something, because he said something about like, once I spilled the truth. And so I think he wants to, he says like, remember the way we were. And I think he wants to go back into that thing, even though whatever happened now. So I think that's kind of interesting. So yeah, so that's the whole album. Either my expectation was very high, or I just wasn't into it. Like, there's parts, I will take some pieces of it, like Ground Running and, Dream Big, and I Bet You a Call. My Love is it's like still lightly growing onto me, and all of the songs, like, I will still take those into, and like, really, because I really like those, but other than that, I didn't really feel anything else from it. So yeah, but physically, seeing the album cover, I love the album cover. I love his look and that brown suit looking thing. Like, I love it, and I love turtleneck. Turtlenecks look so cute, and I love it. It looks great on him, and I love the beard. I love that kind of like beard that's going on for him. It looks really nice on him. So yeah, so let me know what you thought about the album. Comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.